Oh, it's a great start there. Thanks for that, Chaz. You got your chicken in first.
You didn't tell me you're pressing a button.
Hey, hello, welcome to the fully loaded Brain Dump live broadcast. Awesome. And already we have two keen participants in the panel. We have, in order of appearance and keenness, we have Mr. Mad Max Chaz.
Master Chaz.
I thought you were going to call me Master. You can call me Master if you want to. Hello.
Smoky jacket next.
Oh yes, I've got a posh name, don't you know? It's Charles Harry Clawton. Listen to that.
Yeah, never mind. There's always default. And also we have Suffolk Andy.
Hello, boys and girls.
That sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but I promise not to talk about any of them other folk, okay?
Your friend.
I promise you. Andy, I promise you, mate.
Yes, we it.
So anyway, hello and welcome.
Yeah.
Fully loaded. We have two people in the panel at the moment right now. I've got no real agenda because it's fully loaded, and therefore the first thing that I'm going to ask is, Mr. Mad Max Chaz, do you have any topics or news?
I've got a new tyre.
Ooh, that's news.
The other one I kind of destroyed, quite literally. I did a Mr. B burnout, but you know I did it properly.
Yeah.
It popped several times, you know, bubbled up and popped a few times. Yeah, it's not nice.
Excellent.
And decided to take it off while it was still warm, which was brilliant. You know, I've now got a permanent mark on my driveway.
So did you record it?
Yeah, I recorded a bit of it. Yeah.
Right.
I did it like 3 times because I was like, no, there's still a bit left on it. Do it again. Still a bit left. Nah, that's fine. I can see the wire, the beading. Alright, so the tyre shop looks at me as if to say, you're why? It's like, what? And then when you didn't even clean the rim, it's like, no, I don't clean my wheels. They're black, not white or gold. Yeah, I'm looking at you.
It's safe to do a burnout when you're close to your house, if you've got not much tread left. Mine wasn't, that's why I had to be a bit careful.
Yeah, that's about it. Other than this ride out weekend.
Yeah, so you're going to publish that video, Kaz?
Huh?
Don't be silly.
You're going to publish that video?
I might make and post this Saturday's video because Skeggy's going and everyone loves Skeggy. And he's like ancient now, isn't he? So.
He is getting on a bit, isn't he? And look who's just appeared.
Hello.
It's only Keith Weidenbreicher.
I haven't seen that drawing app open yet.
So we're just going through the news and topics, Wyvern, but I'm going to go to Andy next. So again, Andy, you got any news or topics, mate?
Well, not a lot really, but I was quite surprised with our mate Dan Doolittle saying that he's closing down his channel and moving on to another channel. Apparently, you know, and I could see his reason. He feels that motovlogging is a little bit restrictive, and he's moving on. Hopefully, he still will do some, you know, motovlogs. But I was quite surprised. But good luck to him. That's what I say. You know.
Yeah. What does he mean by restrictive? Because I didn't know that.
I think because you can't really progress to other stuff, I suppose. You know, like you take Navy Thomas. He's putting metal detecting things up now on his and stuff like that. Well, a lot of people are not interested in that, are they? And a lot of people say, well, maybe you should start another channel to do metal detecting, you know, or stuff like that. But so, you know, just being restricted into the moto vlogging sort of style, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because it can sort of crank the style a bit, you know.
Yeah, or just like confuse what the channel's all about, I suppose. But
yeah.
All right, okay.
I don't know what other people think about that, you know. Do they feel a bit sort of restricted when it comes to moto vlogging, you know?
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll use that as one of our topics for tonight. Then I'll make a note in my head at the moment, and when we get a few more people in the panel, we'll bring that subject up. So
Yeah.
that's one. And it was something I've got some input for that as well. So I'm just going to quickly say hi to Devon Mellon, who says hello.
Hello, Dave. I forgot.
Hello,
I
Devon,
never
mate.
open questions and answers when I join.
And I'll get to your other question in a minute, mate. I'm just going to go to Keith now. And Keith, any news or topics, mate?
Not really been up to much, to be honest. I've been really busy. I'm kind of looking for a bit of a winter hack at the minute. Second bike, if I can get one on the cheap. But it's the wrong time of year, I think, at the minute. The bikes are still fairly expensive because it's that time of year when the fair weather riders are normally out. So I might have to wait a month or two before deciding on what I'm going to get. So that's what I've been up to, really.
Yeah, indeed. It's the wrong time of the year now to buy a bike. You need to wait for the bad weather to set in and prices drop.
I'm just kind of looking what's available at the minute, and then I'll decide on one that I particularly want and go hunting for one.
Indeedy. Right. Hunting for new bikes or hack.
Yeah, just something I can use for commuting in the winter and save me SV for the better days, really, so I don't ruin it.
Yeah, I need to get a hack as well, which I'm sure I will be doing soon-ish.
They wouldn't let me have a BMW 1000RR as a winter hack. They told me no.
I couldn't afford one.
No, I couldn't.
I thought it was fun, but no.
If I had the money, yeah, I'd turn it into a street fighter and give it a good old hack.
No, it's just to annoy people, you know.
Yeah, just like take it off the show and then start pulling panels off and stuff and saying, that's better, it looks like a street fighter. See their faces.
I have done that. Oh, God. Someone really annoying outside. And it's not you, Mr. B.
No, it's not me. It's probably Devon waiting for a chicken, I don't know. Quickly say hello to Bex.
Hello, Bex.
Hi, Bex. How you doing? Hope all things are good. And also a quick hello to Benny Boy Biker. Hello, mate. And if you're watching, I got me trumps, mate. Thanks for that. I'm going to see a doctor about it, but I'm sure I'll be okay. But no, they're awesome, mate. Good job. I'm guessing you've run out of those now. But yeah, excellent job on the old top tube.
Yeah, good job.
Good job.
He does have some great ideas, does Benny Boy. I made a comment on another one of his ideas on one of his videos. I said to him, you do come up with some really good ideas. I'm quite jealous, really. I'm not a very creative person that comes up with original ideas. It's by the time I've thought of it, somebody else has already been there and done it, you know.
Really? You're the first person, when this is non-live, to draw on your own face.
Apart from that, of course.
Excellent stuff. So yeah, let's now go to Devon Mellon's question then, and I'll keep those topics on hold until more people wake up. And he's put the Pilot Road Freeze, 250 quid. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Very good tyres, loads of grip. Well, yeah, they better have if they're new. And look, the dog's danglies. Awesome.
I think they will at that price.
They better do.
Yeah. No burnouts with those.
No, not on gravel for a while.
No, not for a while.
So everyone says that, but the first thing I do with a brand new tyre is burn it out. Just me. People say you can't burn this one out. Don't burn this one out. Whoops.
Not down to the beading.
Oh no. Just quick, just to get it past that stupid writing they put on it.
Yeah, the scrub stage.
And they will leave a sticker on it. Come on. And Skeggy Cruiser, got to get off somehow.
Well, yeah, I tend to peel mine off, but I suppose you could do a burnout.
Yeah, it sticks to the floor if you're really good at it.
Okay, so let's go to Bex's comment, and she says, yeah, same here, Wyvern. She's been looking for a bike but they're all quite expensive at the moment. Yeah, they will be, Bex. It's not the best time for buying bikes. Let me talk about that now for a minute. Obviously, if you want to get a bike, you need to sort of looking to buy a bike just as the onset of winter comes in. That's probably the cheapest time. So you kind of have to plan ahead, and then that way you can pick yourself up a pretty good bargain.
Saying that, there's a few decent bikes out there going for quite cheap, I've noticed, but I always get outbid. Not that I actually bid, but you know, you just set yourself on something. I've got myself set on one bike that's only made like for 2 years and was imported from the US, so I got no chance.
No.
One will pop up for like $3,000.
Yeah, imports are a bit dodgy as well, aren't they? I think.
Yeah. Especially if they got bright orange stuff on them.
Yeah.
I can sense someone really, really fucking annoying. Who the hell is it? Who the hell is it? Who the hell is it?
Is she dressing up for you tonight then?
No, the opposite. Hello.
Oh!
You've got a smile.
Smile, yeah.
You wait till Skeggy comes in. Oh! Matches the jacket then. I know my room's like a sauna. There's a reason for that. No, you're not having jelly beans.
Just having a domestic.
She wants jelly beans, she's not having them. My jelly beans.
Beans?
Have the popcorn ones. Whatever they are. Is everyone just listening to me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fascinated about the jelly bean conversation and whether or not you're going to be in trouble later.
Oh no, I'm going to chuck her out so we can go get Pepsi. Goes, I'm sorry, but she'll do it anyway. Your first, I've got a nice handkerchief. Shoo. She's gone.
Shoo.
He's going to be in so much trouble.
Charming.
You've got to put them in their place. Ain't you, Mrs. B? You've got to put them in their place.
Absolutely.
See?
Yeah.
Is that a middle finger I can see there, Andy?
Not yet. Oh, hey up. It's only Calm Biker.
Hey up.
Alright, Richard, how you doing?
Hello, Richard.
What? It's too hot.
Are
Get
you
AC.
Get what?
AC.
Oh, I thought you said LSD.
some of that, you know, Rich. I've got AC, it just don't fucking work.
Oh, ours does. It's a fucking lifesaver at the moment.
Alright, rub it in. Rub it in.
It's only a portable one on wheels, but it's bloody brilliant for upstairs.
Is that what you thought you were going to do, sir?
For those hot nights.
Oh yeah, lots of those in this household.
He wouldn't know, he sleeps on the couch. Oh!
Oh, boom!
Mrs. B's just nodding.
She's got a knowing smile.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I love it when people bully you.
The number of hot nights we have.
Not many, really.
Wow. Where does Mrs. B go?
I've got AC.
Oh my god, she really wasn't listening, was she?
No. Moving
Either
on.
that, she's a mastermind and she just knows when to put you down.
Yeah. Moving on. Richard, as you've just joined the room, do you have any news or topics?
Not really.
Excellent.
Oh, so it says? No.
So it says, Okay, so anyone got any tips then for people looking to buy bikes? Obviously, it's not quite the right time of year, but I'll go to Suffolk Andy on that one. Andy, any tips for buying second-hand bikes?
Well, in my experience, if I'm looking for a bike, you know, I'll look at one and I'll make sure that I know my level of finances that I can afford to pay. and I won't be lured to go higher than I want to, if you know what I mean. And if I have to walk away, I have to walk away. It's easy as that, because there's always going to be another one. And a lot of people sort of skint themselves trying to get a bike, and there's no reason to, because there's plenty out there, and it's all cool what sort of bike you want, you know. Some sort of bikes cheaper than others, and I would say, like you boys have said, go winter time for a bike. You usually get a better bargain in the winter time.
Yeah.
But don't skint yourself. Don't, you know, over extend your finances for one. You know, have your set level and keep it at that set level. You know.
And do you look for anything in particular about the bike when you go and have a look? Is there any points that are worth pointing out that you need to consider?
Yeah, well, the overall sort of condition of the bike is certainly a big aspect of it. You know, if you go and see a bike and it's pretty damn bad, I just walk away. I wouldn't even look, you know, contemplate it. But if it looks tidy and it runs okay and that's got no silly things that you can pick up straight away, but you should check all the things like you know, like you would have a car. You've got to check the brakes, you've got to check this, you've got to check that, and the overall sort of look of the bike. And sometimes if you feel that that's right for you, that's right for you. But if it don't feel like it's right, walk away. As easy as that. And sometimes it does pay to take somebody with you who knows a little bit more about them than you do, and let them have a little look at it as well. You know.
Yeah.
Take a friend.
Take a friend that knows something about bikes, and
yeah. If you're not confident, you know, if you're not the sort of person who know what they're talking about or looking for, take somebody who does, because you can be sold a lemon, you know, even if that looks okay, you know. And I'll tell you what, there ain't many people can't say they've never bought a bad bike or a bad car, you know, because we all have. I've had one or two, which I wish I'd never seen, but there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Good advice. Cheers. And what about Chaz? You got any comments on what to look for buying second bike?
Don't buy a Honda or a BMW. No, it's hard for people that don't know a lot about bikes or aren't that into bikes to know what they're looking for with bikes, which is a problem. That's why Andy's pretty good and spot on when he says bring someone that's in the know, because you can be done over in more ways than anything. I mean, I've known people that have been into biking their whole life, and they've bought a bike and found out it's got a twisted frame, and they wouldn't know how to find out what's wrong with it. Which is all you do is you get some straight bits of either aluminium bar or something that's perfectly straight, even just ladders. Stick it by each side of the wheel, from the front to the rear, and see if there's anything off-putting from the angles. Check the frame, but there's loads of little things like frame rust, brake wear, dodgy bearings. Suspension is one of the most expensive things that goes on a bike next to the frame. The engine, believe it or not, is quite cheap to repair. You could buy a whole engine for 1/4 the cost of a bike, second-hand in ratty condition. And some people go on the condition of the bike as well, like paintwork, when anything can be repainted, anything can be polished up with some T-cut. But, you know, it depends what you're looking for, and if you've got the money to buy it, go for it. As Andy said, don't overdo yourself, don't outstretch your budget, because you're always going to want a little bit more do to the bike, like add a tank protector, get the seat recovered if it's got a rip or damage to it, add some different grips, different levers, stuff like that to make it your own, to make it more comfortable and rideable. But I'd say look for a low cc bike, lower than 700, like 750, something like that, and you'll reasonably get a good one. Like an old GT 550, it's square, it's old, but it'll work. An old Zephyr, like I think Skunk's got. Stuff like that. ER5s go around a lot, but I don't like them because they're twin cylinder, and I've had problems with twin cylinders constantly, no matter what make they are. I always get cylinders down during the winter. It takes a time to heat up, but everything's out there. Just choose what you want, you know. Yeah.
Hello, Jim Payne.
Hello, Jim.
How the devil are you all?
Right, mate.
Fine, thanks, mate.
So is he drinking? What's he drinking? Is that Guinness?
Good as, isn't it?
It looks like Pepsi, doesn't it?
Is it the cock-up brew?
Actually, it is the cock-up brew, yeah.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
pretty
It's almost like you're next to each other. Like magic. Did you teleport him again?
good. How you keeping all?
Alright, thank you.
Good.
We're all boiling hot except for Mr. B and Mrs. B. Well, Mrs. B's always hot, but you know.
Aw, thanks, Chad.
Oh, yeah. Another point in the box. She
Yeah.
still punched me in the face when she meets me for the first time.
We never see Mrs. B though, do we? She hides.
Well, you know, you can't have the beauty on show all the time. Oh, I'm going for it tonight.
I feel sick now.
Yeah, I know. I feel a bit easy. It's like, oh, God. It's like I want something.
Good luck with that.
B, send me a little miniature. Oh, yeah. A little miniature.
Sticker.
Yeah, I was going to say a little miniature version of Mr. B, but, you know, he'll probably fit in an envelope.
Yeah.
Put him in with a sticker.
Yeah, I'll post myself. Surprise!
I'm like, oh, God.
All right.
So yeah, we're just talking about buying a new bike. Jim, you got any? Well, not a new bike, but a second-hand one. But Jim, you got any tips on that?
What, buying new bikes?
Oh no, going to get a second-hand bike. You know.
Ah,
What to
good
look for.
question. Good question. I've never ever bought one off a dealer. I've always gone private for myself. I don't know why, because I think dealers do give you a bit of a guarantee, don't they?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
I think it's because of pressure, isn't it, when they're trying to make you buy it.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
And you feel like they're trying to rip you off somehow, and it's like, ugh.
That's right. That's
Dealers
right.
tend to be a bit more expensive.
Yeah.
And they don't know the history of the bike either.
No.
Richard, are you buying that new bike?
Hmm?
Is Richard buying that new bike?
I
Nah.
don't know what Rich is doing at the moment. I think he's holding off for a minute.
Yeah, I'm going to keep mine another year, I think. Whack an exhaust on it, make it louder, keep it for another year.
Or
Yeah.
take the exhaust off and make it louder.
Yeah. Well, when I say make it louder, I mean make it audible, really.
Yeah, you can't even hear it running.
Mr. B will tell you it is nuts.
Well,
Can't
we'll
quite.
see you Saturday as well, so we'll be able to go, oh, you know,
Well,
I didn't realise you were there, Richard. Jesus. When did
That
you-
was actually going to be my question, but you talked about bikes. But I was going to say, is anybody going to this custom car thingy dingy at weekend?
I would love to go, but I'm at work, unfortunately.
Well, I'm only thinking
would.
because it's a good 100 miles for me to ride, probably by myself. So I was just hoping that somebody'd be there when I got there. But
Fortunately, I'm putting a trampoline up at the weekend.
That's a pissy excuse, that is.
I know.
You've got to get the priorities right.
I know.
You're going, are you,
Finally
Tim?
this week.
Yeah, I'm going. Is Andy going?
I've got a problem on the Saturday. I can go on the Sunday. That's the problem. Saturday's a bit of a problem for me because we've been booked to go on a coach trip at night, and means I've got to be back. Well, we're talking, Chaz, looking at the route tonight.
Yeah.
It's 100 miles, and it's not the best of roads, and they reckon that they put it down as nearly a 2-hour run. So, if I went on the Saturday, I'd have to leave pretty early in the afternoon to get back, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if you go on the Sunday, I don't want to speak for Skeggy, but me and Arsehole over there
Okay.
and Skeggy are thinking about going for Saturday and Sunday. So
I can definitely do the Sunday. Definitely go up on the Sunday. I can do the Saturday, but that means I'd have to leave very early in the afternoon, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking Saturday, it's not really a show sort of thing on the Saturday. It's kind of like them setting up and sort of getting everything settled, and then Sunday's more like the show, sort of everything goes on.
Mm.
So like Saturday could be a meet-up sort of thing for people that can make it, and then Sunday can be like sort of meet-up but a little bit relaxed.
Yeah.
maybe still go for a ride every now and then if you wanted to get there and go for a ride. But
Yeah, I mean, I can do Saturday. I can't do Sunday. Yeah, we've got visitors on Sunday.
yeah, piss off! Fuck's sake! You just stand there with his phone ringing. Oh, rudeness!
So rude. Don't you know who you are?
No, do you not know who I am? God, got stickers and everything.
Yeah, I can't go to it because it's just a little bit too far, and I'm waiting for my money to come through.
Yeah, it'd be a hell of a run for you, Andy, from where you are.
Mm.
Yeah, probably somewhere about 230 miles, something like that.
Yeah, a long way.
Yeah.
We've got 3 ways we can get there, though, Chaz. There's 3 different routes, but they all work out about the same, really.
Yeah, it depends if you want to go fast. I'd rather enjoy the scenery and go slower, to be honest.
Well, in that way, you have to come up by Thetford in that way.
Yeah. I mean, it's an alright ride. But, I mean, as soon as you get near King's Lynn, it's flat as anything.
Yeah.
So flat round there, there's nearly no hills whatsoever.
It's the Fens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's saying on the old Google, it's about 2.5 hours ride down there.
Yeah. It's 2 hours on our side as well. So we can go over to Cambridge, near Cambridge, and go up by Ely, from Ely up to Wisbeach, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The good thing about it being 2.5 hours, it is on a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it's on twisty roads. I hate motorways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out a better route. That's, I mean, there's no motorways on it. I have them turned off by default nowadays. Because they're boring.
They are. And it's wear your tyres off.
Well, our routes we can take is one is mostly motorway, but the other 2 routes are only classed as about 5 to 6 minutes longer anyway. You know, and they're not all. We'd have to do a little bit of the A14, but only just past, or no, just before you get to Bury, you go off at Stanton Road.
Yeah. I mean, the roads are going to be covered in farm stuff anyway, like mud and grit and hay and sheep, stuff like that. So you'll be in your element.
Oh, I'll be right.
I'm waiting for that.
You'll be pulling over in lay-bys for every rest stop, not because you need the toilet, just because you want to admire the sheep and take selfies.
I think Bex has just said on here that she's thinking about going on Sunday anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, she's only 10 minutes away from the place.
I know. It's like so lazy. Oh.
Yeah.
It's like she doesn't want to come down Saturday and see everyone else. No.
Oh, yeah. Screw us lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put on an event, you say it's 2 days, you advertise it in the motorbike community, you find out me and Chaz are going on the Saturday, and it's, oh, fuck that. We're going on Sunday.
Actually, I'm going on the Sunday as well, so it's kind of just you.
She's probably not going to see it at all now, then.
Oh, and you were going to give her a sticker and everything.
Did I
I
just hear
was going to give you a sticker.
Woo. What was that, Jim?
I say, did I hear a swear word from Carl?
Yeah.
What sticker? Oh, Mr. B's getting
Anybody win
belted.
the Bulldog Bash? Anybody win the Bulldog Bash?
Not this year.
I don't know yet. It might be a last minute decision if I go.
Also, I'm just going to get petrol. Oh, I'm here.
Yeah. No, it depends what the girlfriend's doing. If she's working, then yeah, I'll go. But if she's not, then I'm not going.
Oh, you'll bring her.
No.
Don't get yourself in trouble now.
No, she works weekends a lot, so if it's a weekend that she's working, then I possibly will come. But so it might be that week that I decide to go. So
Yeah, that's cool.
I would like to go, but it depends on circumstances, really.
I can't do it 'cause I'll be in France anyway, so I can't go. Go to France on the 9th.
That's a worse excuse than putting up a trampoline.
Listen, I'm not very thrilled about putting the trampoline up.
Just dig a hole and put it in there. You don't have to put legs on it.
I've done one before. It took me about 2 hours. It's a bloody nightmare.
That's because you were playing on it.
That's a decent jump. Where's Andy gone?
He's getting told off, I reckon.
Yeah, being chastised.
Right.
He's like, Chaz compliments me. Why don't you ever compliment me? Oh. Look, I love you. It's like,
So what's happening then? Is there anything happening anyway?
I know there's a lot of shows on this weekend. Some rallies and everything.
The Northern Vlogger's having his ride out in about a week and a half's time, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I think, Richard, you're going to that, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be hard not to, wouldn't it, when it starts? Well, kind of where I live. And
Yeah,
it finishes
it says.
kind of where I live.
Just don't take the rain with you.
I take the rain everywhere I go.
Literally, look, Bex has just said Saturday's supposed to be rainy. And that's the day you're going, is it, Carl?
What can I do?
You are the rain god.
What can I do, eh?
You are the rain god. Definitely.
I'll tell you what, Richard, you'll enjoy that Hemsley to Stokesley road. It's amazing.
Is that's the Yorkshire TT?
That's
They
the
call it,
Yorkshire
don't they?
TT, yeah. It's a really good road. Really
How good is it in the wet?
I've never done it in the wet.
I went out last night. It was my observer is away for 2 weeks, so I went just on one of the group rides with the IAM, and it had been about 28, 29, 30 degrees all day, sunshine, not a cloud in the sky. Thought, right, brilliant, leather, jeans, sorted. Went out, pulled the bike out the garage, turned around, shut the garage door, turned around to look at the bike, and why is the seat wet? And there's like little drips on the seat. It started raining. By the time I got to the meet up in the Morrison's car park, which is 5 minutes max away from me, by the time I got there, I was just, again, looked like I was wearing leather jeans. And I don't understand it. They're all there in the waterproof. We're off up the coast. We did about, I don't know, 80 or 90 miles last night. And it's like 80 and 90 miles of just being drenched. The most miserable ride ever. And I was behind a woman, and I don't think she's been doing it very long, and I think she's having confidence problems in the wet. So we're going down all these 60-mile-an-hour stretches, arrow straight roads, and she's doing 40. It's like, come on, I'm getting wetter. There's a cafe at the end of this. You know, it's uncanny.
It's your new nemesis. You've had your 100% road, now you're having the rain now.
No, I'm having the rain, God, yeah. Why did I ever mention it? I mean, everyone was ribbing on me for the exhaust. You know, it's going to be the rain, isn't it? Because I can fix the exhaust. I can't fix the bloody weather.
The problem is the rain's louder than your exhaust.
Yeah. And you know, I'd argue with you, but you're right.
Calm Bike, it's official. Calm Biker's bike makes no noise at all.
We should call him Stealth Biker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the great colour, isn't it, as well?
Yeah. Just do a video and you just go and sneak up on people. Kill switch people. God, you'd be the king of it.
No, but they wouldn't bother with Calm Bikers. Oh, someone's already kill switched him.
It's not on anyway, is it?
It doesn't get any quieter when you kill switch it. They're all looking for the pedals.
Right, I've got some more stuff coming through. Quickly say hello to Big Kev. Hello, mate. Good morning.
Okay.
Hello, mate. Good morning.
Hello, Kevin.
So Beck says that she probably will go on Saturday. I think. No, she's going to go Sunday. Sorry. Catch up on these. She's going to go Sunday. Only 10 minutes.
Only 10 minutes away. Only 10 minutes away. I don't know.
Yeah, only 3.5 hours away from me.
Come on, only 10 minutes away. No, sod it. Cam Biker's going on Saturday. Screw him.
When it's raining, that's why.
Because it's
Wait
raining.
10 minutes.
It always rains in this country. I've never been out and it not rain. What are you talking about?
Today it was really, really
works in Britain, isn't it? Yeah, when you're inside. If I go out, it'll start raining.
Oh,
At the minute, it's 28 degrees in here at the minute and 20 degrees outside, but I bet I can make a thunderstorm happen.
Hey.
Tom's the sort of person that'd turn his aircon onto tropics, so it's a bit damp inside. Artificial rain.
I absolutely hate the heat. I do apologise, Jim, for swearing, but when it gets above about 25 degrees, the expletives start coming.
Oh, that's unusual. That's very unusual. How's the job situation, Andy?
How's what?
The job situation.
I've still got a job at the moment, but on the 25th of this month, I'm officially unemployed. Yay!
Oh my goodness.
You hobo.
Now, what I'm looking forward to is my VR payment, though.
What you got lined up? Anything?
No, not at the moment. I'm looking at starting up a business of my own. I'm sick and tired of working really hard and letting everyone else reap the rewards. So I'm going to start my own business.
What doing? Websites and that type of thing.
Yeah, mobile apps for like tablets and phones and stuff.
Oh right.
Yes, that's what I'll be doing. There's a gap in the market, so why not grab it?
Why is that there?
Yeah, so that's what I'll be doing. But I'm just looking forward to getting a bit of time off, to be honest.
Yeah. What's Kev doing now? Is he the same?
I'm not sure what Kev's situation is because I know he was at risk. He can't make it tonight because he's at work, so I'm guessing that he's been passed by, so he'll still be there. But I'm quite happy to go because I wasn't happy with the company that I was working with anyway. So I'm just waiting for closure on the 25th so that I can actually now, fire back the stupid BlackBerry phone and the stupid laptop in terms of Foxtrot Oscar.
Yeah.
And have a bit of spare time, and we're going to go. Me and Vicky are going to go to the Bulldog Bash.
Oh, so you don't.
So that's like the start of the holiday, and then once that's finished, we're going to take one of those like getaway wherever it is at thelastminute.com holidays. So we'll go on holiday for a week somewhere we don't know where yet, but when it pops up, that's what we do.
You'll be end up in Ipswich, you watch.
It won't be in the UK, I'm telling you that now.
Well, nor is Ipswich.
Yeah. You'd drink that moving around, wouldn't you?
I'm going to go into that subject, but mate, I don't live in an English town anymore. That's all I'm saying.
That arse end of Britain should be a different country anyway, a bit like Wales,
Well, we should have our own independence. I think,
yeah.
like Scotland's going to get. I think we should do.
Yeah, and your own currency.
Yeah, Republic, that'd be sheep. We'd have
Oh, that was
notes with
Wales.
pictures of sheeps on, famous sheeps. That's what we'd have. Yeah, we would, and we'd have groats.
Is that groats or gropes?
No, groats, mate.
Right. Yeah. Oh,
Or
brilliant.
goats if you're really, really fussy.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the plan for what I'm up to. I just want to leave the company. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm just waiting for. So that's why my content's been lacking at the moment because I'm having to do all this handover shit.
Tell you what, Andy, there ain't many people at the moment who seem to be happy wherever they work at the moment. Everybody I talk to, they're all the same. They're all pissed off with their companies and whatever. Lots of work and little pay, no pay rises, and people are just generally fed up. Everybody I talk to are, everybody want to leave.
Yeah, the
Right,
bigger companies.
let's do a bit of vote here. Then who's fed up at work? Hands up.
Hey.
Well, it's not that many. So you're wrong there, Andy.
To be fair, though, The point of there's a reason they pay us to work, isn't there? That's because we wouldn't do it otherwise.
Exactly.
True.
That's true.
And we've got bills to pay and fuel to put in the tanks, so it's just something we need to do. Unnecessary evil.
Aye. God, I thought this would be uplifting tonight. So far, all it's been is a stream of expletives from me, and moaning about work and virtual reality or something. I don't even understand the virtual reality business.
Apparently, Tiff's found some interesting content on her phone. Right, Tiff? That face says it all.
I've seen it.
Oh dear. Uncomfortable silence. Oh dear. Anyway. So yeah, anyway, that's what's going on with work. Hopefully I'll be finishing on the 25th and they won't ask me to stay on longer to do any more handovers and then I can be set free. Richard's in there already. Look at the concentration on her face.
Look at the face of the chicken. It doesn't believe it. It's like, oh!
That's Bubble Witch Saga. That is right there.
She's still not stopping. She's like, no.
Nope. I am texting and I am not stopping.
Now hang on a minute. She's just working her way up to a sheep.
What sheep?
Oh, a sheep. Brilliant. Right, let's get back to the questions because I've accidentally closed them.
So,
Oh, come on, Google Chrome, sort it out. Q&A. Right, so yeah, I was just Benny Boy Biker said, "Got that you missed me off." A nappy face, Mrs. Benny Boy Biker. If anyone wants to put any context around that at all, that'd be really good because I have no idea what it means.
I was trying to work out one out, Andy.
Oh my word! There's a comment. I'll get to that in a second. Benny Boy Boyker says also just picked up my stickers from Headcat Harley tonight, so let me know if you want one. I will do, mate. I need
Yes,
to
please.
I've just sent him a message, so if you can send me
so
one.
I think everyone wants them. I just need to get my act together with my stickers because I've not sent any out yet because
You just want to keep them all to yourself, don't you?
Because they don't really exist. It was just
they do. Look,
generated stuff that you put on top of it. There he goes with his CG effects. He's got an app for that. He's written an app, gap in the market.
It's my CGI app. Pretend sticker app.
Is that the app? It's a sticker designer for vloggers.
But no, come this weekend, I shall go and purchase some envelopes and start sending stuff out. And I need to do a vlog as well and actually tell people how to get my stickers as well. But for all those that send stickers, give me their address, they'll get one by default.
no
Go on,
nipple
Chaz.
pictures.
Pardon?
Nipple pictures?
You want nipple pictures?
No nipple pictures.
Well, if you want nipple pictures, mate, I'll set up a shopping cart on my website and you can go and purchase those.
Two pictures, though. I don't want yours.
All right,
They're like-
maybe.
The size of a pinprick, isn't they? I'm still talking about your nipples.
I'm not sure what your favourite size is, mate, so I don't know how to respond, really.
Beast burger.
Tiff will probably know. She's not saying a lot.
No, trying not to. I'm eating a Malteser's chocolate bar and it just looks like a butt.
Or a quad-breasted female.
Yeah, with bubbles on it, and then you.
That's got some funny nipples on there, mate.
Probably a pinprick, apparently. That's his speciality.
Well, I just had to. Oh, and it's a crosshead as well, so there you go.
Right, I'm just going to move to the questions again and say hello to Tall Guy Small Bike. How you doing, mate?
Hey, mate.
Howdy, lad. Smile. Came here to cheer up. Yeah. Well, at the mood, isn't it? Yeah, we really do need to lighten the mood. And now he said, "Oh, crap questions."
Anybody got any Jimmy Savile jokes or? Gonna lighten the mood a bit.
I'll keep that for you.
Swiftly moving on.
Yeah.
Butt face.
Sony Wars says hi. Hi, Sony Wars.
Hello, mate.
The content will get more interesting, I'm sure, at some point, or uplifting, maybe.
I'll bank on it.
I don't know whether you noticed, but the sun's out and it's red hot, and we ought to be celebrating that, really, haven't we?
Mate, it's night time.
I
How
know.
much is it to drink?
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Oh, God. There's some uplifting for you now.
I'm trying to
We started drawing.
lift you, Ev. You know, lift you up.
You can lift me up if you want, just don't grab any sensitive areas.
Oh, my word. You have to take a look at this. Richard is drawing E.T.
Are you not drawing that? Or is it? Hmm?
Oh, hang on.
Hurry up! It's melting in my fingers, what she said.
Yeah,
Hang on.
got it.
Richard, stop. Right.
I've got it. I've got it.
Hurry up, it's melting!
In the flesh. Oh. Excellent.
Jim's going to be having his own hangout soon, aren't you, Jim?
I am that. Yeah.
Sorry.
What, are you going to put in your shorts on?
It's going to be a beer fest.
Dear. Right, Jim, what are you doing? Are you going to do a hangout, are you?
I'm going to do an hangout for the beer wallers. Yeah.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Well, we're all that, I think. Especially me.
What did you just say? Oh, they're all sweaty. Coming from Tiffany.
Ooh, little sweaty.
They're all sweaty, she said.
What, a underboob?
Oh, the face! No.
But she's sweaty.
You sweaty?
No, the sweets are.
They're all slimy as well, apparently.
She needs to stop those rude channels.
I was like, egg yolk nipples.
Right, we've got an interesting question here from Tall Guy Small Bike. And he says, quick question for yous. I got a parking ticket today when I parked in a multi-storey car park. I didn't think I needed to buy a ticket. Well, technically, I don't think you should.
No, you do in some places.
Right, so where'd you put the parking ticket?
Well, I had this argument with a local council, and they said, well, just keep it with you.
What?
Keep it with you, and if you happen to get a ticket, then you can produce the fact that you've bought a parking ticket. A bit of a nonsense, I know, but that's what I had to do. Because you can't stick it on your bike, because someone will have it, won't they?
But if you don't stick it on your bike, you'll get a parking ticket.
Well, I know, but at least you can have you can challenge the ticket by producing your parking ticket, your pay and display ticket.
What, you have to pay and display in a multi-story?
In
You're
some
having way
way,
too much
some you
fun
do.
with that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I mean, ours all round here have got barriers, so if you're in there, you're not getting out without a ticket.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a private car park, you'd have to pay for your bike. So a lot of these shopping centres, you have to pay. But I went to Holmfirth a few weeks ago, and I went on one of these council outside car parks, and it wasn't clear on the sign for the car park, so I thought I'd ring them up because there was a number. And yep, I had to pay, which was a bit of a bloody nonsense. And that guy advised me to just put the ticket in my wallet, and if you do happen to get a parking ticket, you can produce your ticket to prove that you purchased your parking. So,
You see what I said now? Should I pay or detest it?
well,
I detest the parking ticket. I think you meant contest. But yeah, I contest it, mate, and say, look, I put the ticket on the bike, and when I came back, it was gone. What can I do?
Take it from someone that's had 8 of them. You can try and detest it, but they lie at the end of the day. They say, no, you were there.
A lot of these car parks, though, they'll have a CCTV at the barrier, so they'll soon see if you've taken a ticket.
But a lot of them won't even bother you if you say you weren't there. They won't bother checking it. They won't bother saying, oh, no, we're not going to check that. We already know, blah, blah. We took pictures, and it's like, yeah. They'll take pictures if you're on it riding away.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's funny to say that, because you know the old Congestion Charge in London?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what? I think that's all a bit... Because...
Does that apply to bikes, the congestion charge?
No, not bikes, no.
I was watching one of Biker's Point of View, or POV videos the other day. It was an electric bike. And I looked up the electric bike, and they made a big deal that if you're an electric bike, you don't have to pay the congestion charge.
And if you're on a bike, you don't pay the congestion charge full stop.
Yeah, and if you're on a bike with petrol in, and that looks like a bike, you don't look like a complete and utter dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think if you work for one of the foreign embassies, you don't pay congestion charge either. Aren't they something like £85 million worth of fines outstanding from?
Yeah, you don't pay any fines at all, do you?
Foreign nationals, yeah.
I think I read the other day that there's millions and millions of pounds owed by our foreign friends as well, who bring cars over here and never tax them.
Bugger off. Yeah.
Well, they never tax them, and when they're over here, and it's run into millions now.
Mm-hmm.
Got him started now.
They took our jobs.
He's gonna
Well, I mean, I don't want to get into the flipping shit that our lovely government do or don't do, but it's ridiculous.
We got a lovely government as well. I've never noticed them ones. I've only noticed the twats.
I have to agree with you there, Richard. You think alike, I think.
But you know all that hassle you go through at airports with your passport and stuff?
Yeah, it's uncomfortable, isn't it, when they put on that glove?
They won't let the bikes through, will they?
Exactly. But the thing is, then when you say, where is this person, they don't know. It's just a load of bollocks. You know, they say, oh, we don't know if they're in the country. Well, hang on a minute, you've got passport control. Surely you should know where people are.
Yeah, but his name was John and Michael.
Right, we were supposed to be uplifting tall guy, small bike, and it feels like I've gone round to my mother's house.
Sorry, Mum, I just went over your cat.
It's like, oh, you enjoying your tea? Oh yeah, lovely tea. I'm really enjoying it, Mum. Oh, immigrants.
I'm going to go back to your comment, Richard. Now I've selected you, and with that picture on display, you say you feel like you've just gone round.
Is that what your mum looks like when you go round? Does she sit there looking like that?
She would be there, isn't it?
His wife, sorry, which his mother looks like. Cup of tea, Richard.
If you check out the genetics on that one, it's definitely Chaz.
No, there's a bit of mixed colour in there.
Oh, that was priceless. It feels like I've gone round to my mother's house with that picture on display. It's brilliant.
I was actually meaning the reference. It only takes them about 10 minutes usually when you get round to start going about immigrants. It's the problem of people reading the Daily Mail.
Yeah. Do people read that? I thought you just looked at pictures.
All living in Ipswich.
Yeah. I didn't say that,
What is that?
What the hell?
Sorry.
Pardon me?
That'd be Vor Power. Hey. Hello, Vor. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Isn't this John, or is it Pete, or is it... Who was it?
No, Bob.
Bob, that's it. This is Bob.
Bob.
What?
Young Bob.
That's what Skeggy named him, apparently, and he agreed, so...
Is that
I'm up for it. Whatever.
Kate short for Bob?
Sorry?
Is that Kate short for Bob? Oh, you're all heathens.
We
I
don't
can't
understand.
believe you don't know what Kate's shot for Bob is.
No, I haven't got
Yeah,
to. You got lost me.
past me.
Oh dear.
You say I'd let a couple of you off, but anybody who's old enough to remember Blackadder.
Oh yeah, Blackadder, but we don't
Oh,
watch it
that Bob.
religiously.
Yeah. I remember
Dear
that.
me.
I do remember that.
It was a long time ago, Richard. I can't remember that far back.
He's showing his age now, Richard.
God, dear me.
Talking of it, where's that bloody birthday boy, Skeggy?
Yeah, where's the old guy?
When's his birthday?
On the 15th,
What?
apparently.
We've got to let him know that he's old. He should know by now.
Maybe he's recovering from his hangover still.
Not really, he's run out of alcohol.
We've got a question there, you
Yeah,
know,
I've got a
Andy.
question.
Yeah, I'm going to select that.
It doesn't
He's got
say
a cold on his
comment.
left knee.
I hated it when I used to have a college in my left knee.
It's not. Okay, I think he means maybe cartilage or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a question for yous. Goes. I am interested in having a motorbike. The only problem is I have destroyed the cartilage of my left knee, which I'm guessing is cartilage. So what you need to do is make sure you get a bike with low foot pegs, so maybe a cruiser.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think you have to go that mad. I've got no cartilage in my left knee, and I've lost one of my cruciate ligaments as well from an injury. And I struggle with a sports bike, but mine is fine. It's just a sports tourer. As you say, low pegs. I don't think you need to go quite as far as cruiser, unless of course you like cruisers. But just something a little bit more upright will be fine.
All I could say to him is that I have a complete and utter false knee fitted several years back, or 15 years ago now. I can't ride a sport bike because I can't bend my knee enough to get to the pegs. But something like the ZZR I could just about handle. But anything like you said, like a cruiser or a slightly forward setup, you'd be fine. Absolutely fine. But sport bikes, you probably won't be able to do it. I can't ride a sport bike.
The only thing you're gonna, I mean, it depends how recent and how painful still. But assuming it's an injury that is long-standing and you can walk around, as long as you've got the strength to hold up a bike, which on some of the big cruisers you might struggle with, because you know there's some weight there, isn't there, and you're holding them up with a bent leg. But an upright bike, you should be fine.
Yeah.
Especially if you go for something, you know, something in the kind of middleweight range, couple of 100 kilos, something like that.
Yeah, it's all according what sort of bend he's got in his leg, if you know what I mean. If he's got a full bend, he'd be fine on anything. But if he hasn't got a full bend, then he's got to go for something a little bit more upright, a little bit more forward.
I mean,
There's loads of bikes out there.
I've got a full bend in mine still,
Yeah.
but it's uncomfortable to. Well, probably like yourself, Andy. It's uncomfortable to have it bent as much as a sports bike
I've only
wants
got
for any
half.
time.
I've only got half the bend in one knee, on my false knee, and I have on my normal knee is full bend, but the other knee is only half. So it's quite a problem. But like I say, and I will say about the cruisers, something like the Virago or something like that, he would be absolutely fine on something like that. Little 750 or 1000 Virago, he'd be fine.
What's
No
the
problem
weight
at all.
on a Virago? What's the weight of a Virago? Andy?
It's like, to me, when I got my ZZR, it's very bloody heavy, but the Viragos, to me, just feels like a little toy bike, you know. It's so light, you can do what you like with it. And low, it's just so light, it's unbelievable.
Do you know what the weight is?
No.
It's a
idea.
Virago 750, is it?
Yeah.
I would have gone fine now, see what it is.
I think you'll find it ain't a lot.
Well,
It's not so much the weight as the balance of it. If it's got a low weight at the bottom, the engine's low or whatever, it's a lot easier, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only got a 28-inch from the top of the seat to the actual road is only 28 inches, so it's very low.
I mean, for me, that would probably be the problem, because for me to put a lot of weight on my knee, I'd need my leg to be pretty straight. Whereas, I mean, I just looked it up. It's about 230 kilos. But if my leg is really bent, then it's actually quite. I mean, that's probably because of the cruciate ligament missing that my lower leg and upper leg can actually move apart. So that's probably the problem there. I suppose with if all you've lost is the college, then you should be all right.
But yeah, I mean, the MT-07 is a really light bike. That's only like 160 something kilos. But then again, it is all about where the weight is as well. I mean, I know that Richard sat on the Hayabusa, and he was surprised, I believe, that it felt light because of where the weight is.
Yeah, it's only if you were to get yourself in trouble, you know, if you stopped and slid or something, and you needed to hold it up with that leg, that's where you're going to struggle, isn't it? And if you've already got that type of injury, the last thing you want is to drop a bike on it.
The difficulty also is if to be able to try a bike out, you're not going to be able to try it out long enough to see whether it's going to affect your knee or not, is it? Because these kind of things, they're okay for a while, and eventually it kind of affects you, doesn't it?
Mm.
So, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, if he's got any mates that's got a bike, might be as well to ask them if they'd be willing to let him just have a bit of a go for a bit, and that way you can have a definite see which bike's more suitable for him.
Yeah.
I think he just said he needed surgery, he needs a new knee joint, and go for it, mate, because I've had it done like 15 years ago, and it will make a world of difference if you've got a knee that is worn out. Trust me, transform my life from being basically a cripple to somebody who could get around. So go for it, mate. If you need it, if you can get it, go for it.
So are you technically a cyborg now, then, Andy?
I certainly am, mate. Yeah.
Awesome. Is it like the $6 Million Man?
Yeah.
It's the old fart variety.
Now 50 now.
So I'm guessing if you have the other knee done, you'll then be able to run in a straight line really fast.
Well, yeah. I had mine done. I was one of the youngest person around this area to have it done, because that was an injury, so I had to have it done. So, but it did transform my life, and I think a lot of other people who have it done. It's nothing to worry about, just have it done,
You've just got a sticker on the back of your bike saying my other motorcycle is a mobility scooter.
So what happened, Andy? Was you like kicked in the knee by a sheep or something?
No, mate, no. I was a footballer, and I tore my crucial ligament. In them days, they couldn't be repaired, so basically I just wore my knee out over about a 5-year period because it's just rubbing together, and I had to have it replaced at a very early age.
So you probably got the same as me then. I snapped my anterior, I think they call it, the one at the front cruciate.
Yeah.
And it was too badly damaged, and it came off at the bone, so they couldn't repair it. So they just had to take it out and take out the cartilage as well. So I'm on my way for a knee replacement at some point in the future.
Oh yeah, I had that done first, Richard. They done that operation, and I had that for about, I don't know, 5 years. And then after 5 years, that just got so bad that I had to have the knee replaced, complete replacement. And it doesn't hurt me anymore now. It's just that I haven't got a lot of bend in it, if you know what I mean.
It's a different level of pain, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know I snapped my arm at school, snapped my wrist, both bones, to the point where I lifted my arm up, and my hand was resting on my elbow, and that hurt. And then I snapped my cruciate ligament, and holy crap, that is something else. The pain involved in that compared to even snapping your arm in half is it's just unbelievable.
Oh, I can remember when I done it on the football pitch. The pain, man, it just done my head in the end.
Yeah.
And I actually went afterwards and had a couple of pints, and went home and sat there thinking I'm okay, and then boof, and God, man, that was pretty shit, I tell you.
But I started mine off when I was kind of mid-teens. Doing karate was where I started it, and it finally went and snapped when I was kind of about 30-ish. Well, no, probably late 20s. Playing badminton of all things, a quick change of direction, and it just went snap, and it was gone. But I did the same. I went and had a couple of pints. Then in the morning I couldn't move it at all, and I had Lisa pushing me around on my office chair. And I thought, well, after a few days, it's like, this isn't getting better, and I can't move it at all, so I best go to hospital. And they just went, yeah, you best come in and have an operation now. And I started a job, a new job, about 2 days after I did it. So my first days at my new job were on crutches. It's quite amusing. Yeah, pretty much.
I think
Probably like a stoner that fell down the stairs.
Well, bloody uplifting tonight, gentlemen.
I know. Where's the race?
And it gets better, snap arms, legs, knees, you know.
What do you get if you cross Rolf Harris? Oh, no, hang on. I have to admit, it wasn't an injury at all. I met Rolf Harris and he felt my knee up a little bit too much.
I asked him to fix mine, but you know, sometimes he fixed mine. I tell you.
Do you want to look at me wobble board? Do you want to look at me wobble board, Sanny?
He hit you with a didgeridoo, didn't he?
Ain't the paint's got no new meaning.
And he's grinning and bearing with this, but
He is, and his right groom is sitting there, and
he's like, not again. Oh.
Hey, we're finally all uplifted now, Andy, you know.
That's what we're talking about, knee joints.
He's sat there thinking, shut up about paedophiles and start talking about horrific injuries again.
Hey, talking of which, Watto, I have 2 knee replacements and I ride a 375 kilogram bike. No problem. I can't ride sports bikes though, too cramped. Yeah, it's about the peg height really, I suppose.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, upright bikes. And
I have got a bit of good news actually on injuries and whatever. I went down to Adam Brooks on Thursday, yesterday, with my son Aaron, and he has been signed off from Adam Brooks Hospital.
Oh, that's
great. And he's been released now to Ipswich Hospital. So he's not got to go to Cambridgeshire anymore. So yeah, so he's now on Ipswich. He's got to have another operation on his arm, but apart from that, he's looking quite good. But there was a funny bit in there because they asked him all these questions. You've got to remember his dad's sitting with him as well. And the doctor looks at him and he says, you know, you've had a lot of drugs put into you, blah, blah, blah. You've had this, that, and the other. He said, now, have you got any erectional problems?
Andy,
Did
you just go, bah? And he
just went, I'm fine. But he said if he's watching now, he's going to laugh.
It's like when they hit you on the knee with that hammer, you just went, bah, and went, bing, no.
And he looked at the doctor and went, no.
Cough for me.
We were singing a song. Him and his brother and me, when we went down in the lift, we were singing a song. Aaron can get an erection. Aaron can get an erection.
The doctor, no, my son's not interested.
So yeah, good news on that one, mate.
There you go. You can take the Viagra now, Andy.
You don't need none of that yet, mate.
I'm really pleased to know that your son's cock isn't broken.
It isn't broken.
Oh, God.
The sheep are worrying now, though.
Oh, they'll be fine. Yeah. They'll be fine.
We're cheap.
They'll be fine.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, so some good news there.
I'll see you all another day. I've got to get up early tomorrow.
Oh, Jim.
Oh, that's right. Thinking nicely with the getting up early.
And just for a change. See you all then.
See you later,
See you, Jim.
Thanks for coming in.
Don't drink too much.
Right. Where do we go from there?
I think Stanley Ward said the only problem he's too young. I don't know how old he is.
Obviously, he doesn't meet the criteria of a knee replacement because he's too young, I guess.
Well, so did I, but at the end of the day, if it's got to be done, they have to do it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, we wouldn't have a problem with him being too young.
What?
You know, wouldn't have a problem with him being too young.
Yes, we do. So,
He's going to start blocking us. You. He started saying, rock. No, you.
the small bike says horrific injuries for the win. Yay! Oh, wow. Okay, Benny Boy Bike has come back with a comment, and he says, when I do my full bike license, what first bigger bike would you recommend? I'm thinking a 400 to 500cc bike. I really like the Duke 390, but I'm not sure. Would I be better off with the 690? 690, you're on about the MT-07, I guess.
It's a Duke 690.
Oh, right, okay.
Come on, Mr. B. Get with it.
Oh, you're a specialist as well.
You can get it in orange and everything.
Specialist? When did I ever
You're a
say that?
specialist. You're a specialist, you are.
You're the host.
I've not
You've
ridden
got to
any.
know everything.
I really don't.
Even Tiff knows a 690's a KTM. See?
See, she smiles, so she knows.
No, she had wind.
Oh, was it? All right.
Yeah. Don't pocket of it. Well,
No, I've ridden loads of bikes in my history. I've not ridden many new bikes, like I say, I did the MT-07 ride, and I thought that was a really good first bike for a new rider. But you know, in terms of other bikes, as I haven't ridden them, I couldn't comment because I don't know.
it's the price range and everything as well. If you don't want to go and finance, you ain't got that much saved up. You know, if you want to get secondhand, you want to buy a bike that doesn't make any noise but actually goes some miraculous reason, moves, doesn't make noise, you can always go for Calm's one.
So yeah, there's a question over to the panel. First bike, what size cc, what type of bike? I have limited knowledge on that, only ones that I've ridden, and therefore I can only talk about those.
I can't really speak about 400 and 500s because I've never ridden any, you know, for many, many years. So I wouldn't know. Really wouldn't.
I think there's a problem with a lot of the 4 and 500s is they're aimed at A2 licenses, aren't they? So they're purposefully bringing down the power now. Mm-hmm. So they fit within the 33 or 33, is it 33 brake horse or 33 of the kilowatt things. But either way, it's not a lot, is it?
Yeah.
35 kilowatts, isn't it?
I think it might be 33 kilowatts, which is 44 horsepower or something. But either way, 44 horsepower is not a lot either.
No.
Whereas,
unless your name's Andy and you've got a Virago.
I mean, your 600s are aimed more at your full license, aren't they?
It's like a mid-range bike, really. But depends what he wants to pay.
Yeah, I would go for a bike that was over 600cc, just to make sure you're not caught in that zone. But
well, the 690 Duke is supposed to be pretty good, although there's a big thing about it being good on fuel, which always worries me.
I know, it ain't bad either. I've been surprised by one of them back from Nottingham. It was keeping up with us. 90 plus. Yeah, it was keeping up quite well.
We had a 125 Duke on us on the motorway behind us, doing 80 quite happily.
Do a big favour.
So presumably the 390 does a fair whack as well. But it's not about top speed, is it? It's about fun.
Yeah. It just doesn't say 200, doesn't they? Want it just fun. Up on the LCD, FUN. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, a lot of
Fun and
people, I
get you out
don't
of
know.
trouble.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people think the same way as me, but I always think, and most women do as well, bigger is better. Definitely.
He says bigger is better, and that's what most women say.
Are you suggesting that everyone needs to have one that's at least 1200 cc's? Because
Oh, certainly, Richard. Yes.
that's quite a capacity you have there, Andy.
But has he got the horsepower to go with it?
It depends whether it goes all day or just breaks down after half an hour.
Is it a Honda, actually?
Is it Chinese?
Is it bright orange?
It will be if it's the KTM.
Well, no. Is it bright orange and look like it's rusting already?
Is that why they paint them orange, so that over time the metal starts to blend in?
Oh, yeah. Still strategic.
Ah, never thought of that. They should just paint them brown.
Like the BMWs. They don't let them come crap. They're already crap.
I don't know. I want to have a go on one of them S1000Rs. The naked.
I'd suggest having a go on a Fireblade first.
It's no good. No, back to the knee thing again. No, it's just no good for my knee.
Yeah. Have a go on a ZZR.
What, the 1400?
You can have a go on a 12 like Andy's.
Yeah, if he was going across there on Saturday, I could borrow it, but he's not going on
Yeah,
Saturday.
he's not come back, you know.
Everybody said that because I'm going on Saturday, he's go there by himself.
See, I'd say test mine out, but I've got racing rear sets, so that doesn't help you at all.
No.
I'm all right for 5 minutes. It's the, we'd like to get some miles going. So
And
yeah.
you won't come back.
You're right with the ZZR anyway, because the pegs are they're not sort of back like a small bike anyway.
I mean, I've had a sit on the ZZR 1400, and it didn't seem too bad.
No.
But I think that's just because the bike it's like a normal sports bike, but kind of 50% bigger, isn't it? You know,
Well, it's sport tour, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's kind of, even though if you looked at it and didn't know how big it was, if you look at a photograph, you might think that looks a bit cramped. But when you see the size of the thing, because the bike is enormous.
Yeah. Have you tried the Z1000 SX?
That's on my list. I'm thinking Z1000 SX Tourer.
Yeah, they're very nice, but they're kind of sharp. They're sort of a sporty version, but the foot angle is nearly identical to the 1400.
Well, I've had a sit on one. I haven't had a ride on one yet. And when you sit on it, the riding position is essentially the same as mine.
Yeah.
You know, nice lowish pegs. I don't know what you call the handlebars, not the clip. What's it called when it's not the clip-ons?
Risers.
What?
Just handlebars, like mine. But yeah, it felt nice to sit on. I need to ride it now. But from what I gather, it's very similar to mine, just with double the power.
Yeah, I mean, this weekend, Andy be interested. There's a Suzuki Open Day down our normal dealer. I mean, you can go in there, test ride anything you want, whenever you want. But they're having a Suzuki Day this weekend. But, they got the Z1000 on test ride whenever you want.
Yeah, it's Gandalf.
Hey, it's the old man. He's got a quip. What the hell is that? What the hell is on your head? What the hell? What the hell is that? That's an upside down question mark.
He's been out to a 1950s night.
Yes. Rock the hill.
It's the Fonz.
Hey.
Hey. Skiggy Fonz. Hey.
Oh, we can't hear him. It's even better.
No, it's just that he's so cool with his Fonzie impression that he doesn't need to talk loud, is he?
He had this problem before. He was talking to me when the hangout ended. And I just searching on eBay both of us. I just turned back to the page. It was just like, I was like, shit, how long's he been talking to himself for? Uh-oh.
You're really, really quiet.
And that's not like you, Skiggy.
Yeah, your camera's dying again, mate. Switch it over.
And now your picture seems to have frozen. I need snacks.
I can hear a dog. You want some jelly beans, Richard? Oh, it's gone. That's tough, isn't it? Oh, no one can say I didn't offer him.
Yeah, so we've got Skiggy Cruiser here then. He's just sorting out his sound, is he?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I think we've got a few more questions.
Yeah. Bex88, a good question and something I wanted to mention earlier. when you're looking for a second-hand bike is your best bet is to try and find one that is still standard. If you go and find a bike that's had all sorts of mod cons put on it and grips and levers and aftermarket exhaust and everything else, then there's probably a good chance that it's been slightly abused. Yeah, exactly. So try and find a polished one that's standard. It'll be worth the extra pennies.
Yeah, I mean it depends as well on what age bike you're looking for. Because if you're going for an old classic, the exhaust system's going to be rusted through, and you're going to have something like a Motad exhaust on it. That's an aftermarket, but I generally go for a stock exhaust because you can always replace it afterwards and everything like that. You know, but if you go for one with an aftermarket, be prepared that the engine might not be running as smooth as it should because it might not have been set up for that exhaust or anything like that.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Shit for
No.
brains. That's all right then.
Anyone had experience of the Suzuki RF600? Are they any good?
The hell is that?
It's quite an old bike. Suzuki RF600. It's meant to be a bit of a classic.
Has it got a different name than that?
I don't think so. It's a rare bike.
It's not that one that looks like a bloody spaceship, is it?
Oh
no, it's an old GSXR. Or a
It
GS
looks, it looks like an old GSX, but they call it the RF600.
I think that's before they renamed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be just the same. I mean, if you get one without the fairing and have a look at the engine, it'd probably be the same bandit sort of engine in it.
Yeah. I just saw one the other day and I just wondered, I'd never heard of them before, so I wonder what they're like.
Yeah, they're that bike that went into the new revolution of covering it all in plastic and they went a bit too far.
Is someone making balloon animals? I can hear like a squeaking sound.
That's come from Peggy's feedback. And it looks blurry.
Peggy's got a little bit of...
Someone fucking some sort of crystal meth or on drugs because he's all blurry when he moves. Oh my god. Stop it, Skeggy.
Nothing to do with me. You know it's them stupid yappy hands in your bloody neighbour's yard.
Hey, me? I'll shoot them.
Right. Sorry, I'm just going to quickly get through the questions. There is a bit of feedback coming from you, Skeggy. But Devon says, is anyone say hi? Is going to say hi to Ball? LOL. Yes, we did.
That's Bob.
Yeah, we did.
Get with it, Devon. That's Bob.
Ball, would you like to say hi to all the viewers?
Sorry?
Would you like to say hi to all the viewers?
Hello, Mr. Devil Melon, Stony Wars, and all the rest of you that are currently watching us, and boom time.
Excellent, excellent. That was the most uncomfortable hi I've seen. But yeah, it was cool. Skeggy, you're getting a bit of feedback, buddy, from somewhere. God knows where. Apparently, Sony Wars is 34 years of age.
He's not going to get a new Doolittle at 34, is he? But he's not far off it.
Let's get a second-hand one.
You get mine when I get rid of this one.
Yeah. So yeah, good luck with the meet, mate. Hope that gets sorted soon. So Heavy Cut Harley has got a question, which is, what's a good winter bike for a cruiser rider, second hand?
Be like a 125, wouldn't it? Something smaller.
I'm gonna fucking kneecap you, boy.
Right.
Have you seen the signs about Cat Harley? He'll squish you, boy. He'll lose you under one boot.
Well, you know, it's fun.
He's like 6'8" tall, built like a brick shithouse.
Well, I wanted a mini moto because it'd be cool, and he'd probably, you know, it'd suit him.
You want 2 for each foot?
Yeah.
All that aside,
Oh,
all that aside, it'd be funny to see Hepcat Harley on a Honda Grom.
Oh, God.
He'd lose it up his butt.
I think it's funny to see anyone on the Grom. And then you realise they've actually paid for it.
Ooh. I didn't know you had to. I thought it was just you found them.
I thought they got them in like an Airfix kit.
Isn't that what Specky Nerve rides?
What was that?
Isn't that what Specky Nerve rides?
No.
I thought he rode a Honda Grom.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Never.
Sorry, I was just
got
watching
Specky
Chance
Nerve
then. It was
bike
like an
here.
advert.
I've
It was
got
like
Specky
product
Nerve bike
placement.
here. Look, there's his bike. There's a Honda Grom. Do you want a Honda Grom? That's actual size. That's 1-to-1.
No, it's
That's in proportion. It's got the race steering kit on it.
there it is. There's the real one.
Oh look, he's got the full-on version.
Yeah. Faired. That's the one with the fairing. But I tell you, do good wheelies on it.
Is a racing Grom?
Have you seen the stuff you can get for these stupid little bikes though? You can get like braced aluminium swing arms. You can get racing CBR fairing kits and engine kits. Like, why? Just get a bigger bike.
The aluminium fairing kits, you buy them, they come full of Coca-Cola.
You just stick it in a Coca-Cola can.
Has anyone got an answer to Hepcat Harley's dilemma?
I thought we'd just done it.
Have to hand that one over to Skeggy. He's the cruiser boy around here, so he should know.
He's the one making me think I'm on LSD looking at his picture.
He should know. He's already had bikes in the past. He's had Triumphs and things. I would have thought maybe an old something similar along them lines, an old Honda CB 400 something, or
CX 500.
yeah,
CX 500C.
yeah, something like that would be ideal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What about the Sportster Iron?
I still wouldn't fancy picking one.
The aim is to avoid. But it avoids the chrome problem, doesn't it, of winter?
Yeah.
Can of matte black does that.
Yeah, it does.
You can pick up a good CX 500C for about £1,000.
Yeah, and then you can put it back
Excellent
down
condition.
again. Broke down.
No, I've got a very nice one sitting in my garage.
So yeah, I
Matte
want a
black.
CX 500, but what I wanted to do to it, someone locally's already done it, and So if you want to do it, you know.
There's a nice one sitting in my garage, matte black, very good condition.
If you want to sell it, you will live, quite literally.
I am going to get rid of it soon anyway, but there's one sitting there.
Skeggy,
Yeah.
have you thought about switching it on and off again?
I'm still getting it.
You're getting feedback, and you half the time you're like a ghost, or either that, or I've had far too much beer.
That's what I keep thinking. Jesus Christ.
So yeah,
Gone. Just kick him! Just kick him!
What
Skeggy,
did I do wrong?
switch it on and off again,
He's done it, hasn't he? He's switched the camera.
I was saying, what for?
because you're getting feedback, and you're also like your camera's doing a ghost thing.
Skuggy, stop playing with yourself under the desk!
Don't do that. I nearly smacked my computer. Right.
You better dry your hand off first. Oh, look, there's another Skeggy in here!
I'll come out and I'll come back.
That's what she said.
All right, buddy.
I just like the look. I thought I'd have a bit of that myself.
Is it because you're worth it?
Wow, where did you get that from? Is that a toupee, Richard? Love you too. Devon's got a nice comment. I think you're in L category when you stop getting morning wood.
Morning wood.
Yes, you did have to.
I mean, Devon shouldn't have reached that point yet. But if you go to see your GP, there are things they can do nowadays. I'm told.
Yeah.
Obviously, nobody on the panel is going to be able to help you with that.
No,
Yeah.
I've heard it. You just need a splint or something. Put a splint on it.
Yeah, can you help that?
Lolly
There's
sticks.
someone that can help. Skeggy can help.
Yeah. I'm Skeggy.
Oh, he's frozen or he's giving me right evils. I don't know which one it is.
I'd just say to Devon Mellon, just get himself a couple of lolly sticks and a bit of string every time.
Yeah, make a splint, mate.
Yeah, like you broke your leg, mate.
I've got a prosthetic or whatever.
Yeah.
I suppose it's all gone wrong for him since his friend Rolf has gone on holiday for a while.
He said keep in touch.
He's working away.
At least he can go visit him, can't he?
He's cut this down now. He's like, no, I'm going to another hangout. I've been bullied enough. Hate you guys. Hate you guys. I'm going home.
I kill people.
Oh, you beat me to it.
Bitches.
Bitches.
Yo, bitches.
My son was called Devon Mellon.
He's interested now.
Time.
Stop it, Richard.
Right, quick comment from
Rick
Stanley
Darby's bunch
Walls,
now.
who says, "Okay, guys, gotta go. Have fun. Ride safe. Got to work on another project for my channel." All right, mate. Well, thanks for tuning in, and it's good to have you along. And you take it easy. Ride safe. Ride invisible.
Right now, you
Yeah. I'm still waiting for you to actually do that, Chaz.
you don't want me to do that.
No, I know I don't want you to do it, but I want you to do it just for the laugh.
But you said you don't want me to do it, but then you just want me to do it.
Because it'll go viral, won't it?
Yeah, if I've got an STD, I suppose.
Yeah, that would be pretty viral.
Especially if he's got a couple of lolly sticks, he'll be alright.
If
I
I
don't
take
know
a
how
picture.
I don't know how he's going to tuck it round his tank, but there you go.
Honda
I'm
Grub.
glad you said tank.
Will you be able to rush?
Look at Keith smiling.
I said, will you be able to rush your walnuts on your tank?
That's the Rolf Harris face if I've ever seen one. Is where it is yet?
Oh dear.
So,
Right, so anyone else got any content for tonight, or should we go offline and talk the truth?
You mean bring up the draw app?
Oh God, no, please.
Terrible.
That picture, Keith.
See, things can be drawn on that so easily.
Hi, Tiffany.
That's gas.
That's gas.
Yeah. He's only talking to you on Skype or whatever it is. Sad fuckers. He's right on my wall.
I'm a little bit. What is that noise in the background?
Who?
Oh, it's you.
It's Chaz. Have you not noticed he's got the little fan going, so his hair's blowing?
Yeah, you got to have that, you know, the fake feeling.
Yeah.
Looks like it's slid backwards a bit, Chaz.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's that high forehead again. It's.
At least I ain't got a curl on my fucking face.
Superman.
Good enough for Superman. Good enough for Keith.
Yeah, some toys going on there.
It looks like someone's just lobbed a worm at his face.
That's how he's been hooked. Oh, there's a hook in my head! Oh dear. If anyone watching has got any questions, please ask, otherwise we'll go offline because it's going out of order now.
We've upset Devon Mellon, so he's not going to comment anymore. He's sitting there going, nope, nope, don't care, nope, nope.
What did you say to him?
That he's got erectile dysfunction.
That's all.
He accused you lot of, you know, when you get to a certain age, I'm sure Skeggy can agree that you don't get morning wood, that means you're old. Yeah, you keep breathing in on that. Keep going. Yeah, baby, more. Yeah.
Hey, I've got a serious question for everybody. Well, not for everybody, but anyone that's going to the Bulldog Bash. Where are you putting your bikes?
In my tent.
That's what I want to do.
Sleeping outside like I can stay in tent.
Sleep? Really? Skeggy, you don't sleep.
I come out at night.
Well, I've never been there before, but I'm guessing I'll be riding my bike onto the field and then parking it next to my tent.
Yeah, most people will be.
Yeah, you can put it anywhere you want, really.
Make sure you take a
I'll
wood
as
block
close
there.
to me as I possibly can.
Yeah, just make sure it don't fall over on you at night time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have me bloody stand jobby going on.
Skeggy, your offspring's looking for food again.
He's always looking for food. What are you looking for now?
Nothing? Food up there, can't get it. That curl is like 3D now.
Oh,
Aww. It's gone. It's like still at bang, bang, and the curl is gone.
Indeed. That's a great bit of drawing you're doing there, Richard.
Thanks very much.
well, looks like a redneck.
Oh, sorry, you were saying that. I was stuck on your picture, Skeggy. I thought, yeah, it does, definitely.
Why would you highlight my picture, you freak?
But Tiffany, she's like smaller. Look, there you go. Look.
So anyway, Big Kev says, see you all later, ride safe, mate, Ryan Invisible. See you later, mate.
Yeah, mate.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know
Kev.
Kev was here. Hi, Kev, how deep's the snow?
They still got snow out there,
Yeah, they've only just got snow out there.
you know.
Right through till September now, he says.
Oh, stop that for Game of Soldiers.
Bex swore at us.
Yeah, Beck says Ducati M600, decent or avoid? I would avoid. Anyone else?
It's
Yes,
a monster.
definitely.
I saw somebody fall off a Gladius tonight and I didn't have the camera on. He tried to reverse. We're Skegness bike night, and there's a little tiny bit of a curve, and he tried to reverse up it, like pushing the bike upwards, and he pushed it up. It only short arse. He got his legs stuck between the hull a bit, and just sort of went over. Like slow motion, like no. It's all right. It was green as well.
Why didn't you record it?
I didn't have a camera switched on.
Why?
I was taking photographs.
You could have taken a photograph of stills and fallen.
Right.
Business.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take us off live, and so we can chat about other things or things that we can't really chat in public about. So that only leaves me to say that oh, there's a bloody comment on. Oh, it's a blizzard at the moment. He says, Big Kev. So he's obviously still got snow at the moment. Crazy.
What's that third word there, Mr. B? I can't work that out.
Fuzzing. It's a fuzzing blizzard.
It looks like it's just headbutted the keyboard or something.
I think it's physiquing.
Physiquing, yeah.
Is
Have
it
you
fast?
considered a snow ski? You know, a snow bike. Why not get one of them?
You mean a snowmobile?
Snowmobile, that's the word.
Yes.
Snow bike will do.
Yeah, it's the same thing, pretty much.
My
Great
bike.
bike with spikes.
That's it. Right, so yeah, Big Kev, hope you get out of your blizzard soon so you can get back on the bike. But in the meantime, we're going to go off air, and so I'm going to run quickly through the panel for everyone to say goodbye, and then we will disappear like magic. I'll start with Wyman Biker. Would you like to say goodbye to all the viewers? Wyman Biker, would you like to say goodbye to the viewers?
Stage fright.
It's got no sound. So I'll do. You move your mouth and I'll do the words. Right, go on. Would you like to say goodbye?
Shut the lot of you.
I love you so much, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.
Love you all.
Peace out, everyone.
Peace and love.
Thanks for that, Keith. Mad Max. Would you like
Yeah,
to-
bye bye. And Tiff said bye, didn't you? Said bye. Said bye.
Bye.
Bye, girl.
Can't
I don't
Biker.
think she did. What?
Do you want to say goodbye to the viewers?
What?
Ta-ra.
Really quietly, like your bike.
Trying to put his
Yeah,
game face on. He's like, what? Yeah. Can you do that?
I'll meet him.
Hello. And goodbye.
No, we're at the point where you say goodbye, mate. Well, go on then.
I did do. I said hello and goodbye.
All right, brilliant. Cheers, buddy. So again,
He gets worse and worse with that, doesn't he? I just say, ride safe, boys and girls, but if you can't ride safe, ride a sheep.
and full power.
Good night all. Enjoy your sleep or work, depending whether you're doing night shift. And I have nothing else to say because I have no clue because I was not listening.
Brilliant, fantastic. So that's full power saying good night, everyone. Enjoy your sleep, sex, whatever it is you're going to do. Not only leaves me to say thanks for tuning in and goodbye. And thanks to all the panel for coming along. It's been awesome as usual. And I will now say, don't forget to ride safe, ride in
The bike.
Visible.
Invisible.
Never melon has erectile dysfunction.
And prostate.
Prostate
Yeah,
cancer.
that as well. So we're going off there. Thanks very much. Love you all. Bye.